Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Mentor High School Senior Awards Banquet. Seniors, you are here because you've demonstrated outstanding performance throughout your education at Mentor High. This ceremony is special because it not only represents academic excellence, but it is also a celebration of the collaborative efforts between parents, students, and teachers to achieve this distinction. The students in attendance tonight are excellent role models for other students, and I wish them continued success in future endeavors. I'd like to welcome the parents and extend my congratulations to you and your child's success and share in your pride. I would like to introduce the leadership of the Mentor Exempted Village School District. I ask that you please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Please stand to be recognized. Our members of Board of Education with us tonight, our President, Mrs. Mary Briner, Ms. Ginny Gisling, Ms. Sally Miller, Mr. William Shaw, and Mr. Thomas Tuttle. Our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matthew Miller. Our Assistant Superintendent with us tonight is Mr. William Porter. Director of Human Resources, Mrs. Kathy Burnett. Director of Information Technology, Mr. Henry Hartman. Director of Business Operations, Mrs. Jennifer Skolsky. Director of Community Relations, Mrs. Kristen Kirby Estes. Assistant Principal of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. Jim McMahon. Our Athletic Director, Mr. Jeffrey Casella. Our Director of Career Tech Education, Mr. Jason Crow. Unit 12 Principal, Mr. John Diamond. Unit 11 Principal, Mrs. Suzanne Chin. Unit 10 Principal, Mrs. Crystal Wolf. And our Unit 9 Principal, Mr. Kevin Medges. I'd also like to welcome the faculty and community presidents with us tonight. We will introduce them as they present their awards and outstanding students. I'll give the students and Mrs. Kirby a few more moments to get ready to get lined up, and then we'll begin our ceremony. Thank you. All right, to begin our program, we'd like to first recognize our summa cum laude students. First, Kelly Adkins. If we could hold our applause to the end, that will expedite the process a little bit. We have quite a few students, more than I've seen in my first 3 years here, so this is quite a recognition for these students, and I'd hate for the students' names not to be heard. Savannah Austin.
Thank you.
Jacqueline Bocci. Cecilia Bakil. Brandon Balish. Jessica Bean. Alexander Beckler. Sarah Belke. Kent Berger. Marina Bibidakis. Argro Bojantis. Elena Bohannon. Louis Botigi. Alexandra Butler. Samantha Butler. Nathan Carey. Samuel Caspio. Leah Casella. Joseph Conti. Cassandra Contrucci. Jared Covert. Justin Covert. Jacob Crawford. Brian Daly. Jeffrey Davis. Christina DeCola. Alicia Dupree. Amanda Dodge. Sabrina Doganzik. Jamie Iben. Matthew Erksplaven, Shelby Fisher,
That's not me.
Jacob Friedel, Kelsey Frusteri. She's a little quick on the trigger. Kayla Gabor, Kimberly Glebe, Eric Goldstein, Catherine Gorjup, Nicole Graff, Morgan Green, Virginia Grohl, Thomas Haight, Sarah Hasasna, Caitlin Horn, Courtney Intihar, Nathaniel Jerkago, Brandon Kasberg, Kate Keverline, Kayla Knowles, Luka Kamjanovic, Kara Kopan, Desiree Land, Rihanna Latta, Griffin Lau, McKenna Lane, Anthony Letta, Peyton Lewis, Dylan Linville, Kayla Mailhorn, Josie Mansberger, Santa Matanovic, Sarah McLaughlin, Justin McMahon, Shannon Meek, Natalie Meeks, Sarah Meyer, Jessica Meltved, Eric Miller, Mason Miller, Emily Morgan, Megan Moroney, Joseph Moroka, Eric Morozic, Jennifer Mulhall, Caitlin Music, Christopher Nightingale, Ian Otto, Colleen O'Malley, Christian Ondarza, Nicholas Oslin, Sierra Patchinger, Catherine Padden, Kyle Pollock, Evan Powell, Rachel Raimondo, Madison Ranney, Mark Riley, Nicholas Rogers, Nina Rue, Alexis Romano, Jason Sansevera, Mackenzie Seaton Todd, Lauren Seabush, Kaylee Severino, Jacob Sheets, Rachel Skleeder, Alec Slovanik, Bethany Stefanson, Elena Stroberg, James Swider, Jamie Tedolinsky, Hannah Taub, Mackenzie Trubiano, Miranda Trubiano, Caitlin Turkey, Megan Ewell, Ryan Ewell, Brock Venman, Marissa Vessel, Andrew Vicente, Heather Walker, Alan Wardiner, Elizabeth Weaver, and Tristan Weber. Let's give these students a round of applause, please.
Good evening. I'm Tracy Coleman, and I will be giving the first 3 English awards. The first is the Roseanne Franco Award. The AP English Award is named in honor of Roseanne Franco, the teacher who established the AP Literature program at Mentor High. Roseanne Franco held her students to high standards. She expected them to write with grace and power. She wanted them to be cultured thinkers. Would Brian Daly please come to the stage? Mrs. Callender writes, Brian truly represents the high-quality literature students we teach. He reads with insight, shares his ideas with passion, and writes critical essays that explore in depth the works we read in class. It has been exciting to see how much Brian has grown over the course of this school year. He is a student who not only uses, but actually asks for constructive criticism to continually make his work better. Brian has a distinct voice in his writing. He is a leader in literary discussions, and it is with great pleasure that I present the 2014 Roseanne Franco Award to Brian Daly. The next award I'll present is for 12 Honors English. Would Lauren Seabush please join me on stage? Lauren Seabush displays the qualities of a dedicated scholar and lifelong learner. As a class leader, her thoughtful contributions to class discussions help shape her peers' understanding of literature and the world cultures they studied. Lauren's meaningful participation challenged the status quo and encouraged others to share their own opinions. Lauren demonstrates confidence and has a strong sense of self, qualities that helped guide the class to a deeper understanding and will guide her to continued academic success. Congratulations to Lauren Seabush. The final award that I'll be giving is for 12 College English. Would Sam Caspio please come to the stage? Sam's teacher writes that Sam has a true gift for writing and for comprehending complex material, providing insight beyond his years and truly helping to lead his classmates. Whether he is working on an entertaining satire or formal rhetorical analysis, which Sam gladly helped his classmates through this year, he strives to create the best work possible. Throughout the year, you could often find Sam reevaluating his own writing that is far superior and seems to come to him naturally. He might tell you that English is not his best subject, but this is only because he is a humble young man who never settles for average achievement, and because of this, it is an honor to present him with the 12 College Award. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Jim Leffler, and I'm a 12th grade regular English teacher, and this is my co-teacher, Carol Striskovic. Could we get Amanda Abbott to please come up to the stage, please? I just said please twice. Before I do my little thing here, I want to tell you something. I've been calling Amanda, Melissa Amanda, for the last, year and a half now, right? Started doing this as an accident when I was a little bit flustered in my class, and all of a sudden the name Amanda came out, and everybody in the class is looking at me like, who are you referring to? Her name's Melissa. And I went, okay, well, there's that one. And then her mom, who I love dearly, showed up at conferences, and I had never met her mom before, and she goes, I'm Amanda's mother. And I went, oopsie. Many years ago, when the Burmese army was planning to attack Thailand, there was an amazing statue of the Buddha made in gold. The statue was 10 feet tall and it weighed about 2.5 tons. The value of the gold was about $196 million. The statue was a possession of the monks of Thailand. The head of the monks decided to protect the Buddha from the Burmese army, so they secretly covered the statue with 8 to 10 inches of clay. When the Burmese army attacked Thailand, they showed interest in the statue as the golden Buddha appeared as the Buddha of the clay. That, however, had killed all the monks, and nobody knew the secret of the golden Buddha encased inside. When they picked up the Buddha with a crane and tried to move it, it was so heavy that they couldn't believe that it was just made out of clay. And so they had to set it down again because the clay began to crack. And as they set it down, one of the monks began to notice that there was a glimmer inside of gold. And after some arduous work, they were able to, and this was in 1951, some 400 years after the Buddha was encased in the clay, they found the golden Buddha inside, and it's still in a monastery in Thailand today. I'd like to suggest that sometimes we forget the golden students that we have. We encase them in clay. We forget about how valuable they are, how wonderful they are. Amanda makes me realize that. She was a gift to me in her junior class, and again this year as a senior. And when I was asked if I had anybody to nominate for this award tonight, hers was the name that came right to me. She is an outstanding young lady, and I feel honored and privileged to have had her in my class.
I wanted to say a few words about Melissa also. Melissa, she's an integral member of our English class. She provides not only thought-provoking responses, but also respects all peers. When receiving her positive referral or compliments about her assignments this year, she receives them very humbly. She truly is one person I see making a positive impact to all those who have the pleasure of crossing paths with her, either by meeting her in person or by reading her thoughts. Her writing skills are phenomenal, and I look forward to hearing of her future successes as a future educator. Thank you very much for Melissa.
The Senior Vocal Music Award goes to Jason Goldston. Who is slowly approaching the stage. You may recognize this familiar ginger since he has captivated our audiences for years on the concert stage and in the Mentor High School musicals. He's an intelligent musician, gifted singer and pianist, actor, and music theory scholar. He has been in choir and section leader during all 4 years, vocal chamber ensemble, top 25, Mentor High School musicals, and 3 years in the OMEA All-State Choir. He has received 14 superior ratings for OMEA solo and ensemble adjudicated events. He's been in the Mentor High School Talent Show, Cardinal Voice Cabaret Show, and is in the Triumph Music Honor Society. As Tenor 1 section leader for 4 years, he has been a model of tone, technique, and musicianship for fellow choristers, as well as a rehearsal assistant with a freshman chorus this year. Jason was honored last evening as a recipient of the prestigious Lake County Music Educators Scholarship and has been awarded the Dale R. Rice PTA Scholarship. If you are lucky, you will see him this summer as Jimmy in Thoroughly Modern Millie at Mercury's Summer Stock Theater, or as the character of Roger in Rent, or in the ensemble of The Wedding Singer. In the near future, Jason will major in music theater at Baldwin Wallace University, and we expect to see his name on a marquee someday further on. Please congratulate Jason Goldston for his artistic and scholarly achievement.
Good evening. It's my pleasure tonight to present the Mentor High School Outstanding Bandsman Award to Brian P. Daly. I've had the opportunity of having Brian in band since he was in 7th grade at Memorial Middle School, and he also received the Band Department Award at Memorial Middle School as well, so he's 2-0. To say that Brian is talented would be a huge understatement. A confident musician, talented singer, pianist, trombone player, actor, and accordion player. This student has shared his talents in nearly every musical activity at Mentor High School. He served as a section leader in the Fighting Cardinal Marching Band, principal trombone in our wind ensemble, participated in the Cleveland Youth Wind Symphony, Lakeland Community College Civic Band, Mentor High School Brass Choir, and was also a member of our Tri-M Music Honor Society chapter. His list of commitments shows the range of talents that he possesses. He also organized a senior recital this year to help raise funds for Project Hope for the Homeless. Brian was also a recipient of the Lake County Music Educator Scholarship last night. It's bittersweet to see Brian leave and his Mentor High School career come to a close. We've been very fortunate for the contributions that he has made to our music program and the talents that he has shared. Now he has the opportunity to go out and share those talents with others as he pursues a major in music therapy at Ohio University. Please help me congratulate Brian as the recipient of this year's award.
Good evening. And finally, for the music department, to present the 2014 Orchestra Department Award to Alex Beckler. I first met Alex within a summer orchestra camp in which I was a director actually many years ago. I could tell immediately that he possessed the skills necessary to be an elite high school violinist. Even though he displayed typical reserved attitude found in middle school, he showed that his skills had an unbelievable ability to fix his mistakes once he was given the correct method. His initial posture was very undeveloped, but his tone and ability to play notes in tune was very above average. I can remember having a conversation with him after one of the rehearsals where we discussed that when the instrument is in the correct position, the manner in which he was currently producing sound would no longer be effective. Typically, this isn't a conversation for a middle schooler, but he was ready then. I was shocked to see that for the duration of the camp, he was constantly thinking about these issues and constantly trying to physically fix them. By the end of the camp, he was clearly the most improved student and seemed to be well on his way to great things. I was hired as the director of the high school orchestra program last spring, and Alex has been an integral piece to making this year a success. As with the experiences within the summer camp, I've been able to notice yet another special side of Alex. He's developed a very excellent balance between leading by example and leading by organization. As concertmaster, he's in charge of the violinists in the orchestra. The other students should base their volume, articulation, and tempo based on what Alex performs. He has been a new teacher's dream student in that he is not only able to play our most difficult music early in the process, but is also able to interact with his section and convey the changes that need to be made. The group has respected him from day one, and he has always been very concerned about their progression through the music. And the last side of Alex that I feel I must be mentioned is his loyalty. When we met this past summer as director and concertmaster for the first time, we discussed the issues and demands that the school year would bring. His ideas were insightful, and his work ethic to put the plan in place has been unparalleled. Every time I have asked something of him, he has delivered precisely what was asked and always within the time frame in which it needed to happen. In many of these occasions, he has donated much more time and effort than any teacher would expect of a student. It is this dedication, skill, and ability to follow through that have been truly above whatever could be expected. I am positive that he will be a success in all of his future endeavors, and we're going to miss him very much. Congratulations, Alex.
Good evening. My name is Michelle Kane, and I'm representing the Menor High School Art Department. I would like to invite our Senior Award winner, Cassie Bertley, to the stage. While she's walking up, I would like to read you a quote by Pablo Picasso that reminds me of Cassie. All children are artists. The problem is how to remain an artist once she grows up. Cassie has been part of the fine art track in Menor since being recommended as a young student in 6th grade. Her mom would always tell me, watch out for this one. She gives me all my gray hair. Well, she's given me a few as well. But I love that Cassie will never lose the kid inside of her. Although playful, Cassie has grown into a model student with a strong work ethic over the past 4 years. She's a true asset to our program and a student who has inspired others to work harder because she works hard. She recently completed the Studio Art Advanced Placement Exam in Drawing, is a member of the National Art Honor Society, and was recently accepted to the Columbus College of Art and Design. It has been my pleasure to watch her grow. I'm proud to introduce Mr. Snyder, who will be sponsoring the Art Award this year and presenting Cassie with an award of recognition.
It's a privilege to be here for the 6th consecutive year, and we thank the Menor School for allowing us to be part of your celebration. By your very presence, all of you, you are deserving, and you deserve this recognition, and we applaud all your efforts. This year, the Andy Snyder Foundation chose to be part of the Art Department and Art Department's award in recognizing one of their outstanding students. And we too wish to support and encourage your passion. Art brings beauty into the world. It is important because it makes our world a better place. It also brings a sense of enjoyment and pleasure. Art provokes thought, introspection, and discussion. It communicates across all cultures, tells stories of past or present, and inspires minds. To this end, we are happy to support and encourage you in your endeavor. Congratulations.
Would Jonah Vicente come to the stage, please? Hello, my name's Ken Skilton, and I'm the Math Department Chair to present 2 awards from the Math Department. I had the extreme pleasure last year of having Jonah in my honors pre-calculus class. He earned the highest grade every single 9 weeks of all of my students. On the midterm and final exam, he's the only student that I can say that I can ever remember having that got 100% on both of those exams. He has continued this outstanding work in his BC calculus class. Mrs. Bagwell states that she can always rely on Jonah to provide unique and complete solutions to the most challenging problems. He is a conceptual thinker who is always willing to share his approach to solving a problem with other students. These skills will serve him well next year in college as he decided to major in math, among other things, but that's one. Congratulations to this year's Senior Math Award winner, Jonah Vicente. He's getting the second math award too. That's a rarity also. Every February, Menor High School participates in the American Mathematics Competition. We call it AMC for short. This year we had over 100 students participate in the AMC 10 and the AMC 12 test. It's a grueling 2-hour, 25-question test with no calculator. That sways a lot of people not to take it, is that part. This year's top scorer, Jonah Vicente, has been an active participant in our Menor Math League competitions since his sophomore year in high school. He has grown through the years in this math league and through these competitions, earning top scores in several of those competitions, which really helped him to prepare and do so well on the AMC test. Congratulations to this year's top scorer on the AMC 12 test, Jonah Vicente.
I'm Bill Wade, principal at the high school. I'm filling in for Mr. Butler. If Mr. Dylan Linville would come to the stage. Dylan is this year's AP Physics Award winner. He was the co-captain of the Science Olympiad team and a National Merit finalist. Not only is he Mr. Ramsey's choice, but he's universally recognized among students as someone who knows so much about physics. We wish him well as his physics studies at Rose Holman. This year's winner of the AP Physics Award is Mr. Dylan Linville. If Kimberly Glebe would join Dylan on the stage, please. The Northeast Ohio local chapter of the American Chemical Society, in partnership with the Lubrizol Corporation, sponsors the Young Scientist Award for local students in grades 9 through 12 who are interested in a career in science. Each year, they receive hundreds of applications from very talented and worthy young scientists. Last year, this young lady was a top 10 finalist. This year, she was chosen as the runner-up, earning a cash award and a personalized engraved copy of the Handbook of Chemistry and Physics. She has been a leader in her science classes and of Science Olympiad team throughout her career at Mentor High School. Congratulations to Ms. Kimberly Glebe, and best of luck to her as she continues her science education at the University of Dayton to study chemistry with an emphasis in sustainability, energy, and the environment. Congratulations, Kimberly and Dylan.
Good evening. My name is Steve Couch. I'm here on behalf of the Social Studies Department to present our one award. It is for American Government, which is a required for graduation semester course that every senior in this room had to take. The winner of this year's American Government Award came from my class, where I had several excellent students, but far and away the best was Mark Riley. So Mark, come down please. Mark took my class during the fall semester. During that time, he was my best student academically. He earned a 99% first quarter, a 98% second quarter, slipped a little. And he earned a solid A on his final exam. This allowed him to finish the course with a 97.92%. That's the best performance by a student in my American Government course this year. But Mark did not win tonight's award simply because he did stuff. Mark wins tonight's honor from all of our American Government teachers because he also knew stuff. American Government, above all, is about understanding the society in which we live and preparing to be an active, engaged, and informed citizen within it. We discuss controversial issues and current event subjects on a daily basis. And this past fall, that meant a lot of time following the unfolding events in Syria and the federal government shutdown in October. Mark demonstrated time and time again that not only was he aware of these things and other things, but through his contributions to class, he showed he understood them. In addition, Mark also possessed an important quality that I hope he keeps because we need more of it, and it is good for all of us to emulate. Although it is fair to say that Mark's politics may have been, shall we say, consistent. He showed that he was capable of understanding the shades of gray in an issue. He was never a one-size-fits-all ideologue who fit events to his worldview. He was open-minded and gracious with students or teachers who may have held a different point of view. And so for his performance, his participation, his knowledge, and perhaps most importantly, his willingness to listen and reach understanding on complicated issues, it is our pleasure to present this year's award for Outstanding Achievement in American Government to Mark Riley.
大家好，我很高兴今天能来这里，给我最后一位高3的学生颁奖。Now in English. It is my honor to present this year's Senior Award for Chinese to Kristen Scott. Kristen, please come on to the stage. Thank you. It has been a pleasure and honor to have a student like Kristen in my class because in addition to her passion in pursuing the studies of Chinese language, in the past 3 years, she has demonstrated the following characteristics in a very consistent manner. She respects not only the language and its teacher, but also its culture. She takes responsibility for her learning by always reviewing the learning materials, and is always ready for class. She stays organized. She seeks out learning opportunities outside of school. She strives to apply the knowledge learned in context. And lastly, she embraces every opportunity to learn. There are many types of learners that could be considered as excellent, but to me, in addition to the skill of learning the content, the heart of the learner towards the language, its culture, and its teacher matters the most. I believe a successful learner doesn't dwell on how great her skill is, but what she does with it. Learning a language is an art that takes both a mind and a heart, and Kristen is doing an excellent job at it as a self-motivated, respectful, and inspiring individual. Xiu, I believe with such skills, diligence, and a brilliant mind, you will succeed at whatever you wish to do in the future. 去中国的时候要记得多说话，好吗？加油哦 ！Congratulations.
Good evening, my name is Jason Crow. I'm the director for our Career Technical Education. We have 24 programs within our school district or partner school districts to offer to our students, and several of our teachers chose to recognize seniors in their programs tonight. First, would Tyler Holendersky please join me on stage? Tyler is the outstanding senior student this year in automotive collision technology for his consistent work ethic and 4.0 overall GPA the past two years. His teacher says Tyler has a great attitude, high skill level, and passion for automotives all play a role in Tyler's success. Tyler is currently employed at Classic Auto Body, where he assists in paint work with cars, and Tyler would like to further his education by attending a trade school after high school. Congratulations, Tyler. Would Michael Mern please join me on stage? Michael is the outstanding senior student this year in our CAD engineering technology because of his enthusiasm and desire to learn. Mr. Messer says Michael is a hard worker, shows great interest in engineering, is detailed, and has exhibited high quality workmanship. Michael was a member of our robotics team that competed at the AWT robotics competition at Lakeland Community College in the last weekend of April. Michael plans to attend Lakeland Community College to further his studies in mechanical engineering. On a side note, Michael has been a great ambassador for our programs, for our CNC manufacturing program and our CAD engineering program at Lakeland, and we thank him. Congratulations, Michael. Would Dan Wenzel please join me on the stage? Dan is the outstanding senior student this year in Cisco Academy program. Dan is an extremely personable young man that displays maturity that exceeds that of his peers. What the most impressive about Dan is his ability to work with others and have empathy for his peers. Over the past 2 years in Cisco, he has a cumulative GPA of 4.0. We wish Dan the best of luck.
Would Armando Ruiz please join me at the stage? Armando is our outstanding senior student in computer information systems this school year. Mrs. O'Connor chose Armando because he is hardworking, has a high skill level, and has a desire to learn. Armando carries a 4.0 GPA in his computer information system classes. During the time in the program, Armando was part of our IBM team prize winner. Upon graduation, Armando will continue his education pursuing a degree in computer science. Congratulations. Would Zachary Burke please join me on the stage? Zachary is our outstanding senior student in construction management this year. Zachary is hardworking, has a high skill level, and also has a desire to learn. Over the past 2 years, he has a 4.0 GPA. Zachary plans on attending Lakeland for 2 years and then transferring to Bowling Green to continue his education. Congratulations, Zach. Would Christina Smith please join me on the stage? Christina is the Cosmetology Senior Student of the Year Award winner because she is kind, responsible, and great at what she does. Mrs. Franz said it was a pleasure to teach her for the past 2 years, and she's going to miss her. Christina did an outstanding job at her salon internship and was one of our first students to complete this experience. On May 6th, Christine passed her state board test and plans to pursue a career in cosmetology. Congratulations. Would Nicholas Gregg please join me on the stage? Nick was selected as the outstanding senior student in his criminal justice program for his outgoingness, his disciplined approach, and his excellent work. Nick participates in the Willoughby Police Explorers. Nick has enlisted in the Marines and will report to Parris Island in South Carolina on October 20th. After Nick serves, he plans to become a police officer. Congratulations, Nick. Would Matthew Kovacic please join me on the stage? Matthew is a Culinary Department Outstanding Senior Student Award winner this school year. Chef Dan reports that Matt is one of the best students he has ever had. Matthew is hardworking, is helpful with his classmates, and carries a 4.0 GPA in his program. Matthew has passed both the Pro Start Year 1 and Year 2 tests and has received 11 articulated college credits. He won the silver at the FCCLA Regional and Team Competition. He also volunteered for numerous functions at the Shore Cultural Center in the last 2 years. Chef Dan believes Matt is a great young man with a very bright future. Congratulations, Matt. Would Randy Kennedy please join me on the stage? Randy was selected as our outstanding senior student for information technology systems, information technology, because of his attention to detail, willingness to help, and his outstanding grades in the program. Randy is currently employed as a member of the Geek Squad at Best Buy in Mentor, where he's able to put his IT skills to the test as he repairs computers, problem solves, and sets up new PCs. Randy plans to attend college to obtain a bachelor's in information technology management. Congratulations, Randy. Would Hallie Beach please join me on the stage? Hallie is the recipient of this year's Interactive Media Department Award winner. Throughout her 2 years in the Interactive Media program, Hallie has demonstrated great talent, great intelligence, and great work. When students asked questions, Hallie was there. When there was a leadership role to be taken on, Hallie was there. When there was an opportunity to work with others beyond the requirement, Hallie was there. Responsible, dependable, and reliable, she was the student everyone turned to for guidance and for help. In class, she holds a perfect 4.0 GPA for the 2 years in the program, and she has the highest score on the web exam in Mr. Lynch's class. Ellie plans to start her studies at Lakeland in the fall and continue to Cleveland State University, where she plans on earning her bachelor's in film and digital media. Congratulations. Would Tristan Weber please join me on the stage? Tristan is our outstanding senior student in the marketing program this school year. He is an intelligent, well-respected student with a friendly demeanor and outstanding work ethic. He has maintained an overall 4.0 GPA in this program, and he plans to study finance and computer science in college and will pursue a master's degree in business administration. Congratulations, Tristan. Would Michael Hauser please join me on the stage? Michael is the outstanding senior student in our welding program because of his drive and motivation. Michael carries a 4.0 GPA in the program. At the State Skills USA competition, Michael earned a silver medal in the welding category. Michael will be receiving a Presidential Award in Community Service this June in Kansas City for his work on Rainbows, Baby and Children Ride the Rainbow Gala. Upon graduation, Michael will join the Boilers Maker Union and pursue a career in welding. Congratulations.
I am honored to present the Outstanding Early Childhood Education student to Miss Leona Jones. Leona is currently volunteering in the integrated preschool classroom at Ridge with a former ECE student, teacher, Miss Brown. She works with 3-, 4-, and 5-year-old children, both typical and special needs. Miss Brown states that Leona is hardworking and does an amazing job with the children. She maintains a very high GPA, and following her work in the afternoon at the integrated preschool, she works many nights till midnight at Auntie Anne's at Beechwood Mall, where she has become a manager, proof of her amazing work ethic. Everything about Leona is amazing, but I have such respect for this hardworking young lady who has overcome great diversity and hardship. Leona has never complained once or used her difficulties that are no fault of hers as an excuse to succeed in life. She perseveres and she excels instead. She has shown such strength and courage and has chosen a path with the goal of helping others. Leona has asked me to publicly thank Jomia and Antonio Malone. Could you please stand? Leona says thank you for being her lifeline and caring for her. She says she cannot imagine where she would be without you. She can't thank you enough. I hope my words express my deepest respect for a wonderful young lady that I have no doubt will be a warm, caring, wonderful teacher in the future. Leona plans on attending Ohio University to achieve her bachelor's degree in special education, and I am hoping that Kathy Burnett is listening. And I would also like to thank Margaret Watson. She knows what she did. Thank you very much.
One more CT award. Would Sean Barisi please join me on the stage? Sean is receiving the Rotary of Mentor Outstanding Career Technical Student Award tonight. According to Sean's welding teacher, Mr. Eubank, Sean is the most responsible young man that he's ever met. If he could choose a student that his son could grow up to be, it would be Sean. Sean was one of the true leaders of the program. He worked on many projects such as Slave for Toys for Tots, School Bus Salvation Army, and restored a World War I cannon. Sean's team took second place for the team fabrication at the State Skills USA competition. One of the most important things Sean was a part of this school year was the Rainbow Babies and Children Ride the Rainbow Gala, where he was one of the designers and creators for the centerpieces. This gala raised over $1.6 million, with his centerpieces taking in over $6,000. This June, Sean will be going to Kansas City to receive the Presidential Award for Community Service. Upon graduation, Sean will join the Boilers Maker Union and pursue a career in welding. Congratulations, Sean.
Hi, Steve Couch again. I was so excited talking to you, I got nervous and walked away and forgot I had 2 more. So I am back. I have 2 more social studies awards to present, and the first one goes to Alexander Beckler. If Alex would come on down. Alex wins the award this year for outstanding performance in AP American Government. We have one of those. AP is an advanced placement course. It is organized by the College Board. It is also a semester class, but it goes in far more in depth into constitutional law, politics, our 3 branches of government, and our students who choose the noble task of taking AP American Government beyond what is required get the opportunity to learn in greater depth and having to write about all of that material in an AP test, many cases, the one they take in May for a semester class they took in the fall. It is quite a challenge. And Mr. Wolski says that Alex Beckler was by far the best student in that class, in his writing and in his performance and his diligence. And having had him in AP US History, I can confirm that is the case. So congratulations for outstanding performance in AP American Government to Alex Beckler. Alex? Congratulations, good luck to you, man. And finally, would Tyler Cox please come to the stage? Tyler Cox is being honored tonight for his performance in our World Geography course, which is taught by Mrs. Nemus. World Geography teaches that geography is a lot more than just place names on a map. There is cultural geography, political geography, economic geography. And many of our world issues today, as we all know, are about limited resources and how those resources are shared and the conflicts that they create. Tyler was willing to help students and teachers and always went the extra mile to do his best, and that is why Mrs. Nemus has set him aside as the best student in her class this year. So congratulations to Tyler Cox for outstanding performance in World Geography. Good luck, Tyler.
Good evening. Mrs. Charlene Goronsky served on the Mentor School Board for over 24 years, and I had the privilege of working with her for several of them. During her 24 years, she demonstrated time after time her dedication to the students in the Mentor School District. She always advocated for our students to have optimal opportunities, whether it was offering more courses, more music, more art, more athletic programs. Mrs. Goronsky helped build the foundation for the excellent district we are today. She continues her passion and commitment to the students of Mentor Schools by annually offering a $5,000 leadership scholarship. This year, the Charlene Goronsky Leadership Scholarship is awarded to Hannah Taub.
It is a privilege to be here this evening on behalf of the Mentor High School PTSA. The members of PTSA are proud to serve the students, teachers, and parents of Mentor High School community. Reflections, staff appreciation, the homecoming dance, and the scholarships this evening are just a few of their areas of service. For a number of years, the PTSA has been awarding 4 scholarships, each in the amount of $1,000, all named in honor of a past PTSA member. As I call your names, recipient, please come to the stage to receive your award. The PTSA scholarship named in honor of A. Hugh Brown goes to Christina DiCola. The scholarship named in honor of Peggy Hanrahan goes to Nina Rue. The scholarship named in honor of Howard Wolfgram goes to Justin McMahon. And the scholarship named in honor of Joseph Lisak goes to Nicole Graff. Before I leave the stage, I am excited to announce that due to the success of fundraising efforts and the generosity of PTSA members, the committee voted this year to offer a 5th scholarship, also in the amount of $1,000. The recipient is Jamie Tadalinsky.
Continuing with the PTA scholarships, I'm Michelle Graff, and I'm pleased to award the Ohio PTA District 17 Scholarship. Would Nina Rue please turn around and join me back on stage? So in addition to the scholarships offered by the individual units, such as Mentor High School, Ohio PTA offers a $500 academic scholarship for each district. We're part of District 17, which comprises of Lake, Geauga, and Ashtabula counties, and I'm pleased to award this scholarship to Nina.
Good evening. I'm Sarah Carver. I'm president of the Mentor Classified Employees. We represent the support staff of the Mentor Public Schools. I'm pleased to be here this evening on behalf of my members to honor the recipients of the Mentor Classified Employees Scholarship. This year we're awarding the scholarships to Justin McMahon and Heather Walker. Justin, can you join me on stage? Justin is the son of Kevin and Wendy McMahon. I always like to put the parents in there. Justin should be proud of his career at Mentor High School. Academically, he is one of our top students in the class of 2014. He's also president of the National Honor Society, was captain of the Mentor High football team, And Justin did a wonderful job as Lank Hawkins in the recent Crazy for You musical, which, by the way, just was awarded the top musical in Lake County for high school. He is very well liked by his peers, and I guess they like him a lot. He made him the Winter Snow King this year. This guy's got it all. He'll be attending Case University in the fall, and we all know he will excel in anything he does. Please help me in congratulating Justin on this scholarship.
Thank you.
The second recipient is Heather Walker. She was not able to attend this evening, but there's a good reason. She is a finalist in the Intel International Science and Engineering Competition and is competing this week in Los Angeles, California. She was selected to attend because she won the grand prize in the health and medicine field from the recent Northeast Ohio Science and Engineering Fair. She will attend Clemson University in the fall. Thank you very much.
I'm Cindy Gamori, and I am representing the Mentor Teachers Association with their scholarships. Would Kate Gorjup and Christina DeCola come up, please? And our third recipient is again Heather Walker, who, as you know, is not here this evening. Heather, I'll start with her, is planning to be a veterinarian, and besides being really good in science, she is a fast pitch player, has participated in learning about business at Lake Erie College, been a math league member, a volunteer in many different areas. Kate Gorjup is planning to study medical laboratory science and minor with Spanish. And she is a tennis player, she's a diver, she does track, she participates in band, and she is a Girl Scout recipient of the Bronze and Silver Awards. And Christina DeCola is planning to study pharmacy. She is a figure skater and a synchronized skater. And she is a Girl Scout Gold Award winner, and she also has many volunteer hours. They all do. And I congratulate both of you ladies, and thank you very much.
Good evening, I'm Linda Clements, and I'm here tonight to present the Mentor Teachers Association Tom Davidson Memorial Career Technical Scholarship for 2014. I'm happy to present this scholarship for $750 to a very, very deserving career technical education student. Will Mackenzie Seaton Todd please come forward? I'm honored to present this scholarship in memory of Tom Davidson, who was a proud mentor teacher for 35 years. Unfortunately, Tom passed away a few years ago, just shortly after he retired. He was Mr. Mentor in every way. He went to Mentor High School, taught at Mentor High School. He taught OWE Career Technical Education. You would see him at all athletic events, just helping everywhere he could. He was a good man, just a quiet hero, a good husband, a good father, and my good friend. So, Mackenzie, I am pleased to present this to you. She's a senior in our early childhood education program. She was named Outstanding Student of the Year. She's really wanted to be in this program, and so she wanted to continue in band. She went to summer school for 2 years. She gave up her lunch period, so she's really an amazing student. She's been able to maintain a 3.9 while excelling in the program, participating in band, a member of the swim team, a sprinter, a hurdler, and a cheerleader. Wow. As part of her early childhood experience, she volunteered in the kindergarten classroom at Garfield, where Mrs. Kapura says that she is loved in the classroom. Following that, she goes to work at Rainbow Connection daily, where she closes the daycare working with school-age children. Mrs. Kirby says she's a natural. She's going to be a fabulous teacher. She's heading to Ohio University to obtain her degree in elementary education. Congratulations and good luck.
Good evening once again. I'm Mr. Yoke from the music department, and I'm here to present the Tammy Burns Music Scholarship. Would you help me in welcoming Emily Russell to the stage? Tammy Burns was active in bands, orchestra, and chorus when she was a student at MHS in the early 1980s. She lost her battle with leukemia during her freshman year as a music major. The Tammy Burns Scholarship was established in her honor and is awarded to a current student who shares Tammy's love for all three groups and plans to major in music. This year's recipient of the Tammy Burns Award, Emily Russell, is also a member of band, orchestra, and chorus. She was a flute squad leader in marching band, principal oboe in the wind ensemble, where she plays English horn as well. And she plays oboe in my symphony orchestra and has just recently won the senior solo competition and just soloed with us last week, Haydn. Emily has been a soprano section leader in choir, senior soloist in orchestra and choir, and member of the OMEA 2014 All-State Choir. Emily leads by example in all three groups. She does the right thing, and she has high standards for herself and for our groups. She doesn't seek glory for her own accomplishments, but is the quintessential team player. Emily will major in performance at Baldwin Wallace University and has received a Dean's Award and the Lake County Music Educator Scholarship. In addition, she will also tour Europe with the Cleveland Youth Wind Symphony this summer. Please help us acknowledge Emily Russell's achievement in the Mentor High School Music Department.
My name is Larry Matteo, and I'm here to represent the Rita Matteo Memorial Scholarship. In 1988, Rita Matteo lost a years-long battle to cancer at the age of only 33. She was very active in her church and was an officer with the Brentmore Parent-Teacher Organization. She was a person who fostered participation by everyone around her in service to others. In recognition of her passion for community service, that the Brentmore PTO established a scholarship in her name and supported it for 20 years. Since then, the Matteo family and many other friends have grown it several times over. During the last 25 years, more than 80 Mentor graduating seniors have received aid to further their education based not on academics, sports, or other types of activities, but on their service to others. While our board had a very difficult time selecting the winners with a number of very qualified candidates, many of whom we've seen here tonight, we felt the two stood above the rest. So if these two young ladies would come forward now, Kennedy McMillan and Christina DeCola. I'm not going to go through the entire list of the activities that they've been involved in, but they include Girl Scouts, Project Hope, mission trips for their church, Relay for Life, and more. They've participated in the National Honor Society, Mentor Skate programs, orchestra, future leaders, and still had time to hold a job. So tonight I have the honor of presenting the winners of the Rita Matteo Memorial Scholarship for 2014. Each will receive a $3,000 scholarship. It is with great pride again that I wish to present to our winners Christina DeCola and Kennedy McMillan. Anybody wishing to support it, go to ritamateo.org.
Hi, I'm Steve Trevisano. I'm going to present the Brandon Shima Memorial Scholarship. If I could have Justin McMahon come forward, please. It's always an honor for me to get the opportunity to present the Brandon Shima Scholarship. He was a fine, outstanding young man who played football for us, who Justin was a part of the team that year, who passed away in 2010. And I know you've heard all about this young man, and I know Brandon will be very pleased with who won it, because I can't think of a better, more qualified, more perfect young man for this award than Justin, in everything he's done, whether it's athletically, in his volunteer, in all he's done. I know Brandon would be very proud of it, and the winner of the Brandon Shima Scholarship is Justin McMahon.
Hi, I'm Lori Anisich, and on behalf of the Cardinals Parents Club, I'd like to congratulate all of our 2014 graduating seniors. This year, the committee had revised the scholarship application and increased the number of awards. These scholarships are dedicated to the memory of both Robert I. Miller and Becky Horvath. Robert was a member of the Cardinal Parents Club for many years. He was a kind and dedicated volunteer. Becky was a 1996 graduate of Mentor High School and died in 1997 at the age of 19 while a student at Ohio University. The CPC is proud to present the following 5 $1,000 scholarships and in alphabetical order. Jamie Iben, Jamie has spent over 25 hours as a CPC volunteer for concessions and as a go-between for the athletic office and a CPC treasurer. She's recently been named the News Herald Track and Field Player of the Week and was named to the first team All-NOC Conference in soccer, received the NOC Conference Student Athlete Award, and a Wendy's High School Heisman School winner. She's played soccer, track and field, and basketball at Mentor High School and been involved in MHS, Girl Scouts, Principals Advisory Board, Student Government, and Future Leaders Club. She'll be playing soccer at Kent State next year. Her teacher recommendation said that she's a very driven individual who's willing to put in the extra time and effort to be successful in whatever she's involved in. Our second award winner is Eric Goldstein. Eric has spent 30 hours primarily volunteering and selling concessions and entertainment books, gathering donations for the Scarlet and Gray Gala and Kick for the Cure. He played both varsity and club soccer and a state qualifier in DECA and active in Future Leaders of America and PTSA. He will be attending Ohio State as a pre-nursing major and hopes to work with children, ultimately becoming a nurse anesthetist or practitioner. His teacher evaluation stated that he is exceptionally diligent and hardworking. He is also great working with others and helping his peers. His coach said that he is very much a contributor to the soccer team's success and looking forward to seeing what he will do in college and life, and that wherever he goes, he will be successful. The third scholarship winner is Kate Gorgia. She's volunteered for the basketball and tennis team's CPC concession commitment, as well as working the craft shows. She was a senior captain for tennis, a district runner for track, a senior captain in diving, a News Channel 5 Athlete of the Week, a Coach's Award winner, and a Century record holder, as well as playing in the marching and concert bands, and has also been involved in NHS, Girl Scouts, and Relay for Life. She'll be attending Miami University to study medical laboratory science, minoring in Spanish, with a longer-term goal of attending medical school. Her teacher recommendation said that academically she is very bright, determined, and interested. Her aptitude is equally matched by her motivation to achieve and her determination to master concepts. Dependable, friendly, and intelligent are 3 words that describe her. Her coach said that not only is she a dedicated and talented athlete, she is the character of a leader. Our 4th winner is Evan Powell. He has volunteered at CPC events for basketball and volleyball concessions, the gala race, and Cardinal craft shows. He's played on the varsity soccer team, making it to the state championship game, been the NHS vice president, coached youth soccer, played club soccer, and a second-degree black belt amid numerous other community service activities. He will be playing soccer at Case Western Reserve University, studying mechanical and biomedical engineering. His coach recommendation said he's a model teammate and player. His caring attitude and thoughtfulness would often rub off on his team. He was a lead by example type of leader, but often knew when to speak up to motivate his peers. His teacher said that he is a focused, hardworking young man and that he will be a wildly successful adult. Our final scholarship winner is Matthew Markowitz. Matthew has volunteered many hours working CPC concessions at different sporting events for basketball and girls soccer. He dedicated himself to soccer, making captain his senior year as goalkeeper. He's a top 10 state finalist in DECA in addition to holding a job for the past 2 years. He will be attending the University of Dayton, pursuing an entrepreneurial and marketing degree. His coach recommendation said that from the time he had met him, he showed him what a great student athlete he was. His skills on the field were matched by his ability to be anything his team needed. He was of great value to his team as he helped them reach the state finals. Please join me in congratulating all of our 2014 Cardinal Parents Club Scholarship winners. We wish you much success.
Hi folks, my name is Randy Clammer and I love coming to give our humble little Clammer Law Office Scholarship every year. I was a graduate of Mentor High School along with my sister. My sister is a Mentor City prosecutor. My wife and I, Daria, are raising our family here in Mentor. My kids go to Mentor Public Schools. We have our humble little Clammer Law Office down the street in the old Center Street Elementary School. So I kind of live and breathe Mentor at this point in my life. And I got to tell you guys, I love coming here to do this, but I love having the opportunity. It's about the 10th year we've done this, to just tell the families here, your kids, your parents, and teachers, thank you from me and my family, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of you guys, for making Mentor just the best place to raise a family and to live. And I really, really appreciate it, so thank you all. It means a lot to me. When we set up our humble little Clammer Law Office Scholarship a few years back, Mr. Rose was here. I don't know if anybody remember Mr. Rose, but he said, what is your standards? And we pretty much said, we want the kid to be smart, kind, and honest, and that was pretty easy. And this year the standard was the same thing, and our recipient this year is Jared Covert, who's apparently very popular. Jared has spent if I put it this way, one of his advisors wrote this about Jared. Jared is highly respected by his teachers for his outstanding work ethic, as well as his contributions to class discussions. In class and outside of class, Jared is true to himself and true to his peers. Jared set lofty goals and he tirelessly worked towards them every single day. If anybody ever said that about me, I couldn't be more thankful. That I think speaks to the highest qualities any student could have, but any person could have. He spent the last 3 years as a Navy Sea Cadet Corps. He was trying to gear himself up to entering the military. He was the mock trial competition best attorney at each one of his competitions, and he was recently accepted into the United States Air Force Academy, which proves he's both smarter and more brave than me. And it's just a great privilege, a great honor to have met him in this and to award him our humble little scholarship. And again, Jared, you should be proud, and his parents should be very proud. Congratulations. And my able assistant is bringing the actual scholarship, which I forgot.
Good evening, I'm Daria Clammer, and I'm presenting 2 scholarships on behalf of the Mentor Schools Foundation. Would Virginia Grohall and Kristen Herman please join me on the stage?
For those of you who aren't familiar with the Mentor Schools Foundation, we're a charitable fundraising board that gives grants to teachers and departments throughout the Mentor School District for the benefit of educational programs, academic and music and otherwise in the Mentor School District. So we love what we do and we take it very seriously, and each year we give 2 scholarships. So this year our scholarships are going to Virginia Grohall and Kristen Herman, both of whom have participated in numerous extracurricular activities, both in and outside of school, numerous volunteer and community outreach activities, numerous honors and academic awards, and frankly, reading all of these things on their applications made my brain tired. But most importantly, their teachers describe them as having a passion for helping others, which really is just fantastic. And ladies, good luck to you in the future. They both are attending college in the fall, and we wish you the best of luck.
Hello, my name is Ed Croyle, and I'm here on behalf of the Mentor High Science Olympiad Booster Club. One of the club's main goals is to recognize a few of our outstanding senior team members by awarding them scholarships as they continue their education beyond Mentor High. As selected by our team members and our coaches, this year's outstanding seniors are Kim Glebe, Dylan Linville, and Hannah Taub, so if they can join me on stage. Science Olympiad is a national competition which is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. There are over 7,000 teams nationally and over 270 teams within our state of Ohio. Our long season starts in September with our members deciding which events they want to compete in. There are 23 various science events in the areas of biology, earth science, chemistry, physics, and technology. This has been another great year with our team defeating several nationally ranked teams from other states, as well as finishing second at regionals at Case Western Reserve and third at states at this Ohio State University. At the state competition, our team members received 1 gold, 4 silver, and 3 bronze medals in the individual events. This success is only achieved through the dedication and a complete team effort where team members help each other prepare for each competition. This is where these 3 seniors excel. Most evenings from October through April, as well as during winter and spring breaks, you'll find our team members running the halls in I-Wing and B-Wing, cramming for their competitions. These 3 seniors were instrumental in the success of the team this year. We want to thank them for their leadership and wish them continued success in the future.
Dylan. Good evening. My name is Matt Miller. I have the privilege of serving as the Mentor School Superintendent, and I have the honor tonight of recognizing Dylan Linville. The Phi Beta Kappa Society was founded at the College of William and Mary on December 5th, 1776, to honor the scholarship and intellectual achievement of students of the arts and sciences in our colleges and universities. The initials stood for their Greek motto, love of wisdom, the guide of life. The Cleveland Association of Phi Beta Kappa was chartered in 1947. Since its inception, it has sought to recognize scholastic excellence by outstanding high school students throughout the Cleveland area. Each year, the Cleveland Association, in cooperation with public and private high schools in the area, honors the individual student in each high school who has been nominated by his or her school as being worthy of recognition for outstanding scholarship, academic initiative, and total achievement. Through this award system, we hope not only to honor the individual student, but also to stimulate the ideal of high academic achievement among all high school students in Northern Ohio. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's Phi Beta Kappa Award to the outstanding student at Mentor High School, Dylan Linville.
Dylan doesn't get to go anywhere. And Hannah Taub, would you please come join Dylan? I'm representing or talking about the National Merit Scholarship finalists, and Hannah and Dylan are our finalists. Students who score very highly on their PSAT in their junior year are selected as semifinalists for the National Merit. Those elite number of students in the country must then be evaluated on grades, activities, recommendations, and an essay. We are honored to have 2 National Merit finalists this year, Dylan Linville and Hannah Taub.
Good evening. My name is Jeff Cassell. I'm the athletic director here at Mentor High School, and it's my honor and privilege to give 3 athletic-based awards this evening. For our first award, with Alan Wardiner would join me on stage, please. The Dean Nicholas Citizenship and Sportsman Award is given to a senior who, by leadership and example, has done the most during his high school career to promote the betterment of the school and community as a whole. This award is named in honor of Marine Lance Corporal Dean Nicholas, who was killed in Vietnam in 1968. A permanent plaque hangs in the Mentor High Athletic Hallway with all of the students who have been presented with this award. This award is voted on by the head coaches of Mentor High. The coaches select the student athlete based on overriding qualities of ethics, leadership, and community service, as well as being a well-rounded student. Alan was a member of our state runner-up boys soccer team, the Mentor High School hockey team, and is currently competing with the boys lacrosse team, along with carrying a 3.9 GPA in the classroom. I'd like to congratulate Alan Wardiner. The next award it's my pleasure to give is the Ohio High School Athletic Association Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award. Would Connor Krasancic and Megan Maroney join me on stage, please? The Archie Griffin Sportsmanship Award is given to 1 male and 1 female student in each member school in the state of Ohio. Archie Griffin is a 2-time recipient of the Heisman Trophy as a running back for Ohio State and is active in promoting sportsmanship, ethics, and integrity with the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Connor was a member of our football and basketball teams, and Megan was a member of our volleyball team. Both of them were selected by our coaching staff as individuals that put the team first and led by example on and off the athletic fields and courts. I'd like to congratulate Connor and Megan. The last award is awarded by the Ohio High School Athletic Association, and that's our Scholar Athlete Award. Would Jamie Iben and Justin McMahon join me on stage, please? The Ohio High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Awards are given to 1 male and 1 female student athlete who have the highest scholastic average at the end of the first semester of their senior year, who have received at least 3 varsity letters during their career. Jamie's a 4-year letter winner in soccer and track and had a 4.3 GPA. Justin is a 3-year letter winner in football with a 4.3 GPA as well. I'd like to congratulate both Justin and Jamie.
I'm Bill Willoughby. I'm the admissions coordinator for West Point for the state of Ohio and a civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army. The mission of the U.S. Military Academy at West Point is to educate, train, and inspire the Corps of Cadets so that each graduate is a leader of character committed to the values of duty, honor, and country, to professional development and growth as an officer in the United States Army, and to a lifetime of service to the nation. Would Sarah Meyer please come forward? I'd like to ask her parents, Steve and Dee Meyer, to please stand. Sarah has demonstrated academic excellence, leadership ability, and athletic competence as, first of all, as a student in the top 2% of her class and a member of the National Honor Society. She is a member of the track team, the cross-country team, earning a letter in cross-country. She's also a member of the band, as well as leading an outdoor venture crew in scouting, and she has completed requirements for the Gold Award in scouting, which is the equivalent of Eagle rank. Sarah will, on graduation, will receive a commission as a lieutenant in the United States Army, and will also have a Bachelor of Science degree. And for that, she will also serve for 5 years on active duty and 3 additional years in the reserves. So this is not just a scholarship, this is a commitment to serve the nation in uniform. She was nominated by Congressman Dave Joyce. It's my honor to announce the appointment on behalf of the President of the United States and the Secretary of the Army to announce the appointment and admission of Sarah E. Meyer to the United States Military Academy at West Point, New York.
Hello, I'm Colonel Joe McCluskey with Cleveland's Army ROTC Battalion. For those students who can't get into West Point, the Reserve Officer Training Corps, that's a fact of life. They only accept 1,200 students a year. But the Army commissions 6,500 lieutenants every year. So the rest of those folks come out of the Reserve Officer Training Corps at the civilian colleges and universities around our nation. And that's what we do here in this Cleveland area. Tonight, I'm very pleased to present a scholarship to one of your graduates who has distinguished themselves over the last few years, has earned a scholarship with the Army. Just like Ms. Meyer, will go to college mostly free on our tax dollars, and then will serve our nation as a lieutenant in the Army upon graduation. So if Mr. Eric Kosis could come up, please. The Army receives around 27,000 to 30,000 applications every year for a scholarship. The Army awards around 2,500 scholarships. Most of those are 3-year scholarships, but there's a special category for the students who have excelled and are in the top tier. They earn 4-year scholarships, and Eric has earned one of those. So it pays full tuition and fees for 4 years, has an annual stipend for books of $1,200, and a monthly stipend of $300 to $500. So it covers most of the costs of college. But then he will serve us, and as I mentioned earlier, as an officer in the Army for 8 years afterwards, defending our nation. So please join me in congratulating Eric on the receipt of a 4-year scholarship.
Good evening, my name is Sergeant Castles, and I'm with the United States Army, and I'm here to present the Scholar Athlete Award. The U.S. Army Reserve Scholar Athlete Award was created in 1981 by the Army Reserve to honor top students. More than 200,000 high school students have received the Scholar Athlete Award. So today's recipients join us in a long list of distinguished scholar athletes, students who are team captains, debate champions, student officers, community leaders, Olympic athletes. Students have put forth the extra effort to be Army strong. And for the female recipient this year, we have Peyton Lewis. And for the male recipient of the Army Reserve Scholar Athlete Award goes to Evan Powell.
How's everybody doing this evening? My name is Sergeant Matthew Charvat, and I'm the representative for Mentor High School as well as Mentor for the United States Marine Corps. First award I'd like to give out is the Scholastic Excellence Award. Marines have been recognized as the best military organization in the world. We earn that reputation because the Marines teach every new recruit the value of physical and mental strength. Mental strength comes through academic study. We encourage the nation's youth to complete high school. We also offer every Marine several methods of going to college at our expense. I am honored to recognize the efforts of a special student. This student has demonstrated outstanding citizenship and leadership in academics. The United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in presenting the Scholastic Excellence Award to Dylan Linville. The next award is the Distinguished Athlete Award. Since the United States Marine Corps was established 238 years ago, we have enjoyed some of the most demanding physical standards in the world. We require our Marines to be in their absolute top physical condition in order for the Marine Corps to be successful in its missions. The Marine Corps realizes that the foundation for good physical fitness is laid in the high school athletic organizations. In addition to good training habits, high school athletes are well aware of teamwork and discipline, two important elements in the makeup of a United States Marine. For this reason, the United States Marine Corps takes pleasure in supporting high school athletes by presenting the Distinguished Athlete Award. This year's recipients, who are recognized for displaying courage, poise, self-confidence, and leadership in a high school athlete, is Kate Gorjup and Kent Berger. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Major Chris Swegan. I'm representing the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, Colorado. The Air Force Academy is a 4-year accredited university with appointees receiving a 100% scholarship for not only the academic portion, but also books and room and board, and also they receive a stipend while they're there. Upon completion of the Air Force Academy, they will be commissioned as a second lieutenant in the United States Air Force and serve a commitment of at least 4 years in the Air Force serving their country. It is my honor and pleasure to give this certificate of appointment to Jared Covert.
Hi again. Take a minute and think of your favorite teacher. Think of how you connected to him or her and what it was about them that made them important in your life. That teacher who you really felt cared about you and could take a difficult subject and make it easy because of the connection they had. This is the Student's Choice Award. It's an award given by students to us. And I think it's one of the most beautiful awards that a teacher can receive. It says that the students get it, our subject matter, and get us as we try to connect with them. Our winner this year of this award is one of my favorite people. She used to bike with me in the morning, and then I kind of cheesed out on her and I don't bike in the morning anymore. She still does, so I'm still in awe of her. Our winner this year is Mrs. Kathy Bontempo. And I actually get to give it to her. This is really sweet.
I'll be brief. I just want to say I really appreciate this award because it does come from the students. And I am retiring this year, and I can't think of a better way to end my career at Mentor High. So thank you very much.
Good evening again. Before we conclude our evening, Mr. Wade, Mr. Diamond, and I, on behalf of the Board of Education and the staff at Mentor Schools, want to take a moment to recognize a special staff member who would not let us put this in your program if she knew about it ahead of time. If Melissa Kirby could please come up to the stage, please. Melissa Kirby, yes, is retiring at the end of this school year, 37 years in teaching, 36 of them at Mentor High. Mrs. Kirby has turned what we would call a typical or regular awards night into what you see tonight, this classy banquet, a ceremony to honor our kids, creating the tradition for Mentor High School. Along with tonight's event, she is also the person behind the scenes, making sure that every detail is accounted for and every senior gets his or her diploma on graduation day, and also every administrator and board members in the right spot. She is the planner of our impressive commencement ceremony at CSU. Mrs. Kirby is incredibly hardworking and caring. Her dedication to Mentor Schools and its students and her willingness to step up to take on any extracurricular job is to be commended. Congratulations on a wonderful career, Melissa, and thank you for all of your years of planning these beautiful events. You will be missed. As a quick token of our appreciation, the flowers and also our Cardinal Lifetime Achievement Award, so thank you.
My name's John Diamond. I had the privilege this year to be the 12th grade senior class principal, and that's a hard act to follow. Congratulations, Mrs. Kirby, and thank you. The other two ladies that I need to thank that helped put this banquet together, Paula Coughlin and my secretary, Mrs. Kish. If you'd stand up, please. My job tonight's to close the event, and I'm not really sure how to do that because you brought us amazing kids. the awards, the accolades, the speeches that were given about your sons and daughters were truly amazing. This is my third senior class, and Mr. Dudziak was not able to be here, and a lot of you have heard that name. And he would be very proud to stand here to acknowledge the accomplishments that your children completed for us this year, actually over the 4 years. So again, I want to give a round of applause, but first, before we do that, I want all of the students that received awards to come up for a picture here. Ms. Kristen Kirby will take a picture, and then parents come up once they're lined up here to give them a big round of applause and then a thank you. So students, come on forward. How about a round of applause for the best of 2014? Thank you, everybody. Good night.